Alright, so let's work on this. So what do they got? You'll need to edit the following files. That's a lot of fucking files, basically making the floats into doubles. Here's a paste that shows how edits to accomplish this. Oh my god. Okay, so we have to edit like all sorts of shit. Let's see. Bug report. Net driver time and general network assumptions will fail after a certain amount of time. I have recently, unfortunately, had a bit of spelunking through the connection challenge and replication code only to find some floating point numbers in use cannot support long-running servers. Let's take some of the offending code. To implement double precision, you'll Jesus fuck. Okay, so this was in October. Alright. Dear friends at Epic, after soak tests, the cookie delta above will regularly be a flat 0 because delta time added in tick is too small between the time stamped and the current time due to floating point errors and their nature to grow at larger values. The error occurs for some time before when the server has a net syntec rate set to 50. This would theoretically break faster at much higher tick rates, but definitely breaks at slower tick rates. The standard net server max tick rate being 30 means it's only a matter of days before Unreal Server doesn't work. Oh, that is bullshit. What the fuck is this? Like, oh, that's so dumb. That is crap. Like, that's like rule number 1 of programming. Like, one of the very first things you ever learn is that like floating point numbers are not real numbers. They're like an approximation of a number. So when you have like 1.2, you don't have 1.2. You got something that's close enough to 1.2 to be 1.2, like 1.19 repeating or some crap. And you're close enough. And it has to do with the space between numbers, right? Like, how many numbers are there between 1 and 2? Well, there's, an infinite amount of numbers in there. How many integers? Well, there are none. So how does a floating point number in a computer work when literally it has to be digital, by definition means, digital is not analog. It means there's no infinity, there is just a part. So the first thing you learn is that this sort of shit is the deal. Alright, so we have to go to avoidancemanager.h. Let's just close all files but this and go through one at a time. Alright, so we want override wait time. This is inside of navigation. Oh man, so we had to change all sorts of crap for this. So this has to be a double. Okay. I'm just gonna put //house. Alright, the next thing we have to go to is player camera manager. And we have to go to timestamp. So this is on line 50-ish. POV cache to cache. Okay, so it's right here. This needs to be a double. Actually, this guy's like... I'm gonna +1 these guys. Because that is... I'm gonna add a comment that says like... This just totally saved me days worth of scratching my head. Thanks for posting this problem. Okay, so we got the timestamp in there. So this is going to be color scale interp duration. Needs to be a double. And color scale interp start time needs to be a double. See, that's what you're supposed to do, is have like start times and then end times for things. And then you're supposed to always calculate the delta based on some fixed point. That way you don't have floating point accumulation of errors. Alright, so we need to go to netdriver.h. I have to do a full rebuild on this crap, aren't I? Alright, so relevant timeout needs to be a... How in the fuck are you supposed to make this? Like, you can't have U properties that are doubles, can you? Maybe not that are... I know not that are blueprint accessible. Okay, so let's search for time. Is this the one? Yeah, this looks like it. So this will be double, blah blah blah, time. Okay. Now we want to go to last net update time. Alright, now we need to go to world.h. God, we're editing some nasty places here. Last net. Oh no, we're going to network object list. So we're going to last net update time. Disgusting. Okay, now world.h. Okay, we need to go to time seconds. Time in seconds since level began, but is paused when time is dilated. So time seconds needs to be double time seconds. Oh yeah, let's just edit world.h and netdriver.h, network core engine.h, and unpause time seconds. Alright. We need to go to fucking actor.h. Right. Is this the right actor.h? We got creation time. This could be double creation time. Ugh. I kind of wonder about the performance impact of these things, these changes. Okay, we need to go to character movement component.h. And we need to change current client timestamp. Yeah, this is the right one. Last update time also needs to be a double. Let's see. Server timestamp, last server move. Alright, this needs to be a double as well. Also going to save this note. For a 5-day server connect bug. I mean, that's a pretty big goddamn bug too. Like, after a certain number of days, every Unreal server stops responding. Like, what? That's pretty nasty for a bug. Maximum delta time, force client update. Alright. We need to go to last net speed update time. We are now in game network manager.h. So looking at last net speed update time. Okay, now we go to player controller.h. Let's just edit every fucking time thing in the whole game, aren't we? This is last spectator. Sync time needs to be a double. And all you're doing, if you're using doubles for this, the precision, as opposed to floats, is you're making it more precise. You're just kicking the can down the block. You're not actually solving the real problem, which is that you're using incremental addition. With numbers that you should never use incremental addition on. Alright, so now we need to go to avoidance manager. Maybe they should have used their own avoidance manager. Avoid using incremental addition with fucking floats. Avoidance manager dot. Alright, it's in the CPP. .316? Yeah, okay, so this is where we are. It's kind of scary that all this stuff relies on. Alright, we need to go to network driver.cpp. that like all these things, like the AI, the actor, the movement, all of it relies on this bad practice of all of this crap. Time since last message, so const double. This is what it is. And then I guess it's down here at 896 as well. Yeah. And then again at delta real time, which is down here, current time, last dispatch time. Okay, so we got that saved. Okay, so this is F actor priority. We need to change this to a float, from float to double. I'm just trying to be a little bit thorough with double checking I'm actually in the right place, because it's really easy to screw this up. And then like we're gonna have bugs that are just ungodly impossible to fix. Alright, so this is like so. And okay, so that should do that file. So now we're on to stateless connect handler component.cpp. Alright, so we're looking for handshake packet size bits needs to be larger. Oh, Jesus Christ. We're going into the fucking packet header and changing it now. That's fucking scary. Don't worry, guys. We're just upping the number of bytes in our packet headers. God. Packet size filler needs to be 28 instead of 24. Yeah. I don't want to do this. Okay, we then need to go to timestamp here. This needs to be just 1.0. Okay, then that's generate cookie and all that shit. Okay, so we need to send challenge response. This needs to take a size 24 for the end cookie. Okay. 348. We're looking at secret ID. Timestamp needs to be double timestamp. Alright, so 416. Same thing. And then we need to go down to 435. And we need to change cookie delta and secret delta. They need to be doubles instead of floats. Alright, we need to go down to parse handshake packet. This needs to be we need to take a double reference, not a float reference. Alright, that makes me feel so much more comfortable. Alright, we need generate cookie. Needs to take a double timestamp instead of a float timestamp. Alright, the next thing is line 883. We're looking at blend percentage. Actually, no, we're done with this file. Okay. So now we're into player camera manager, CPP, and we're looking for this blend percent. And blend percent, the only difference here is that these are not floats. Is that it? Okay, and then we go to stateless connect handler component.h. And we're looking for send challenge response. And that should be a double right there. Okay, the next thing is parse handshake packet. It looks like, yeah, it's a double out timestamp. Same thing for generate cookie. That looks fine. We then have last secret update time. Stamp, yes. And that's it. Supposedly that fixes our stuff, so let's do a build and see if we have any stupid fast fingers somewhere. I spelled timestamp wrong. Oh god. Oh god. Let's see. Fun times with inheritance. Timestamp is not a base door member. Well, I think we fixed that one, so we're just waiting for this. It's just kind of funny that they have this like core problem for their thing where after like the thing it's like one of our homework assignments in CS 101, literally in college, the first class you take where you do computer science and programming. One of the very first homework assignments is to write something that can like add these numbers together without losing precision. It was like you have to do a loop thing, and you have to make sure that you're not losing precision with your increments, and you have to give the right math problem at the end. And the guy's code, like you could solve it using like some stuff, but it was like the whole point of the assignment was you can't use a double, like because it would just take too long for the program to like increment the error over. But it's just really funny to see just these boneheaded fucking errors and Unreal 4 engine of all places, and being inside of a core system for auth challenges with server cookies and stuff like that. It's just kind of like, why? What? Like, this would be the security guy making these stupid ass assumptions, which is just like, did they actually do the security stuff with a good engineer, or they just fuck around with it? Because to be honest, like, we had the whole SSL search stuff not getting validated. Yeah. And now since we have to recompile this header file, world.h and actor.h and netdriver.h, I'm going to be sitting here for the next 2 million years until I die of old age waiting for this thing to compile again. So while I'm waiting for that, what the hell else am I supposed to do? Except slowly die. Yeah, and I'm definitely voting on these on these issues in case other people have this. Oh man. Just looking up random crap online. Oh, it's good to see that, like, the 5-day server bug is not something that I put in there. Like, usually those are the kind of things when you're setting up big online systems, those are the kind of bugs that you don't want to have. The bugs that don't immediately blow stuff the hell up. The bugs that slowly accumulate and take down your system after a certain amount of time. Because with servers, things like a memory leak, things like what we're seeing with incremental times getting offset, and then your timeout is screwed up for your cookie validation. Those are the most horrible errors because they're the errors that get introduced and then you can't really solve them and reproduce them easily. And sometimes they're just like built into your system, so you're screwed. And servers have to keep running forever. Like basically you don't want to restart a server except like once a month or something. Like that's the time scale where it's like, okay, like we'll just put it on a fucking monthly restart. That's fine. But if it's like a weekly or a daily restart, or I mean, it got so bad with some of our stuff at EA where we put some servers literally on an hourly restart because it was like that was for the game We War. There was an issue where for every call it made, it would leak a database connection, and after a certain number of calls, like it can't open up any more connections to the database, and the game would just become unresponsive. So they just set it to an hourly restart after people stopped giving a damn about it. So we just put a thing on the website that said don't play at the top of the hour. It's just like it's the ultimate, just like, oh yeah, check your clock, oh yeah, shit, the servers are going offline. It's like government websites where it's like, why does a website have business hours? What the fuck? Alright, so using double precision or larger numbers, this would require a bit of engine injection, but I think it is possible and would increase the amount of time a server could persist by a factor of 2. It might be worth considering for all those engine programmers that can get their pull request network code approved in a timely fashion, or just want to fix it for themselves locally. Product version UE 4.17. Yes, this is not fucking fixed anywhere. So what do we got for net server max tick rate set right now? I think I got that set in the global utils. If we go to our Dashkin net driver, yeah, dedicated server max tick rate. Like I upped this from 60 to 100. All right, so the big thing. Let's see if we stateless connect handler component.cpp, and this is the secret delta. So the issue is timestamp minus last secret update time. I mean, at some point there, just like, what is this? The cookie delta above will regularly be a flat 0. So it's driver time minus timestamp. But yeah, like a hard reset is less than the way in which one could reset these values without heavily interrupting services. Full player disconnects, replication errors are definitely more functional. I unfortunately have no idea how to achieve anything but a hard reset. Yeah, so using floats, how much does it push off the replication error? Is going to be it's going to be all right. So the double is going to be twice as big. So the amount of error is going to be much less, like much less. Like this guy was estimating that it was, like well, it's twice as big, so we'll have twice as many values. Well, it's not really as simple as that. So what is this pissed about? Illegal reference to non-static member. Did I not change this to a double? Alright, let's go double check the pastebin crap for this. Send challenge response needs to be double right here. And stateless connect handler component.h. Okay, it's probably pissed off. Yeah, but we should also change this to the 20. Wait, what? Yeah, this guy has a bug right here and then. Okay. Last spectator state sync time. This is in player controller. So yeah, so player controller.h. Did I not spell that right? Oh, he's got a fucking H in it. Alright, so doubles have 53 significant bits and floats have 24 significant bits. So the precision issues should probably be pushed out far enough that we'll never have to worry about this again, because that's a massive precision boost out there. So it's about the error. Like if the error is small enough, like if we have enough information that the error really doesn't matter at all, like we push the error out into numbers that won't accumulate at all, then this will just never happen. So that's fine. That should be fine. So this guy's estimate of making the server run for twice as long, It'd be like, all right, it's not a 5-day problem, it's a 10-day problem. But I just increased the max server tick rate to 100 as opposed to 60, which would turn this into, again, a 5-day problem. So this, I don't think it's going to be still a 5-day problem. And we'll have, higher server tick rate, which should help for people with, having a better response time on stuff. Shouldn't decrease latency by maybe 10 milliseconds across the board. So what else is going on? Well, hopefully this will fix our problems. Well, at least one of our problems. We still have plenty of other problems. There will always be more problems. So why fix any of them, right? Alright, well, it looks like it's at least chewing through a lot of this pretty quickly. Alright. So I think we only had the issue with actor.h, or was it playercontroller.h? With the fucking H being missing from the sync time. Synchronize time, yeah. Why can't people just spell stuff the same? Why everybody gotta spell things differently because they're different people? Stupid. Though I am glad I didn't have to go screw around with this stuff myself. I don't know how long it would have taken me to figure out that the stateless handler connect component issue was something with, the secret. Like, how does this crap even work? It's got like a secret handshake packet, so like it sends a secret. Yeah, it sends a timestamp across with. Okay, I need to double check this because isn't this cookie supposed to be a 24, not a 20? Well, this guy didn't fix it in his code. I guess. Why? It's dangling stupidity. Alright. Only 600 more modules to compile. Just list the numbers of. We're now compiling the viewport interaction, and then the renderer, and then the landscapes, and then some other bullshit. The movie scene tracks, because obviously the movie scene tracks rely on the timestamp difference for the off challenge cookies for joining a stateless connection. Yeah, that's great. That's amazing. Ugh. Well, I'm glad we don't have to submit our build to the mainframe and then come back tomorrow for every time we want to change some fucking semicolon. It'd be the worst. Though it might be an easier life. Maybe I should spend this time to go screw around with the forums. Alright, let's go to our admin control panel and read some fucking settings and see what we can do. Alright, so let's take a look. Users and groups. Let's see. My BB cannot. Users can't access. Users cannot access inbox. Let's see. General configuration. I don't know where any of this crap is. General configuration. English. Yeah, we got a reCAPTCHA. Expire old group invites. No, that's nothing. General config. Site details. Server. Date and time formats. Forum. Home. Show threads. Profile options. Allow signatures. Allow HTML. Allow code. Maximum number of images per signature. Length limit. Hide signatures to groups. Hide signature. Hide websites. Select user groups. Hide websites. No. Posting. Minimum message length. Maximum message length. My code effects. Post flood time. Merge forms to ignore. Merge user groups. Select user groups excluded from merge. Show posting IP address to admins and mods. Show edited by. Maximum images per post. Maximum videos, amount of characters. Maximum number of polls, poll time limit, show thread review. Enable soft delete. Alright, posting, member lists, enable member list, members per page, reg date, ascending. Let's see, member list, reputation, private messaging, enable private messaging, allow HTML, no, allow images. Mail settings. Alright, so mail settings are okay. Select the user groups which should be allowed to purge spammers. Super mods, mods. Alright, that's fine. Ban group should be banned, spam. Alright, check registration against stopformspan.com. Do you wish to check all new registrations against that database? Yes. Check guest account submission against, yeah, okay. Check guest replies. Check username. Show the usernames who checked against stopforms? No. Check emails. Check IP addresses. Block on stopform spam error. If there's an error in retrieving, should the user be blocked? Yeah, okay. So we'll try some of that. Okay, so supposedly we were able to run, so why don't we see if we can join a server? Make sure it's not super screwed. I'm going to have to log in as myself to this forum site and see like what people are complaining about. So log in. So if I go to my inbox, hey, Karakan, I don't know what you're talking about. Like, I can go to my inbox, but maybe it's because I'm in a different membership pool or something. So I should probably like make a new account entirely and see what that looks like. So let's go to create account. I agree. Ambient energy 102. Alright, select all images with a storefront. Oh, Jesus Christ. Fuck you, CAPTCHA. Oh my god. CAPTCHA is the worst. I mean, is that a fucking storefront? I don't know if that's a storefront. I mean, it's just a... It's a fucking... It's just a fucking door. Please try again. Select all the images with cars. Ah, shit. Well, that's not a car, it's a van. Oh, fuck. CAPTCHA is the worst shit ever. Alright, that's a car? I don't know if there's a car in that. It's a picture of a fucking highway, but I don't know if there's any cars on it. I can't see them. Shit. Fuck. Oh, okay. I can't even make a fucking account here, but the goddamn... Select all images with a bus. Well, that's a bus, and that's a bus. There's like 20 fucking cars in this picture. One of them might be a bus. Oh god, that's a bus? That's such a shitty photo. Yes, that is a bus. That's a fucking... Okay. You have to enter the correct email address. Oh my god. Oh. Why is CAPTCHA so bullshit? Oh, I gotta do it again. I gotta do it again. This is so dumb.